Hi, I'm Holly, and today we're going to do a practice that focuses on taking care of your calves. So we'll talk more about this, but for now, just find a spot that feels safe and supported for you, and we'll get started. Our calves carry us around every day. They hold our weight. They help us move through the world. And it's really common for there to be tightness in the calves. Even if you're not an athlete just walking around or like wearing heels or walking on uneven surfaces can really make our calves tighten. So it's really important that we both strengthen our calves and properly release tension that we build up in the calves to release that tension throughout the rest of the body. So if our calves are tight, I know personally, for me, it's led to shin splints and Achilles tendonitis in the past. Sometimes it can also attribute to other imbalances in the body, maybe a hip pain or a back pain. So let's be really kind to our calves today. So we'll just settle into a comfortable seat to start. And as I'm sitting on my heels and on a block, this might be a lot for your calves. You could put a towel between your legs if that feels good, or you can just come to a seat with the legs crossed or even straight out in front of you. So find what feels comfortable in your body. I'm gonna find what feels comfortable in mine. And let's just begin by noticing where your body meets the ground. And take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Before we move, just take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Maybe caring for the calves and whatever else brought you to the mat. And then just bring your hands to our heart center. Repeat that intention in your mind. Inhale, send it up to sky. And exhale, push it all away. Good, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Now I want you to find your way to a tabletop position. So you can either ground the palms and roll onto the hands and knees, or maybe you remove any props and your legs out to the side. And find your way to a tabletop position. So I want you to bring your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, spread your fingers wide and ground down through your knuckles and the fingers. Good. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, point the toes, arch the spine. Just getting a couple cat-cows in to loosen up the spine here. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, toes point. Spine arches, just take one more. Good, inhale, return to a neutral tabletop position. I want you to ground down through the knuckles and the fingers. I notice for myself that my belly kind of drops and there's a little bit of an arch in my spine. So I recommend engaging the core so that your back is a little flatter, so that like someone could eat a meal off of it. So engage the core, flatten your back. Inhale, straighten your right leg out behind you. And then I want you to try to curl the toes under so all of the toes are on the mat. And really feel that right pinky toe even coming towards the mat. And with the toes on the mat, I want you to slowly push that right heel away, coming onto the balls of the toes. Inhale and exhale. One more. Good, now bring your right knee to the mat again, tabletop position. Let's take another cat and cow just to reset. Inhale back to neutral, and then straighten the left leg behind you. And curl those toes under. Feel that left pinky toe grounding down on the mat. All the toes curled under. Feel those toes really grounding into the mat. Feel that stretch in the left calf and along the left leg. You can focus on pushing in the toes into the mat and then play with feeling that heel run backwards. Notice the difference. I'm just kind of playing with that. Good, and then inhale, bring the left knee back to the mat. Now, I want you to ground down through the knuckles and the fingers. Protect your wrists, they might be tired. Curl your toes under, drop your belly, and then straighten your legs. Send your sits bones to the ground. Your sits bones to the sky, not to the ground. And then slowly try to lower your heels towards the mat. And this can be really intense on the calves. So before we go into focusing on the heels too much, let's just check in with our alignment in our down dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank position. And then in theory, you should be able to exhale, bring it straight back to down dog without moving the hands or feet. So checking in again, inhale, come forward to a plank position. And then exhale, send it to downward facing dog. So really focus on the hands grounding down on the mat. If your heels right now are not meeting the mat, that's totally fine. You can actually roll up your mat behind you and kind of give yourself a little extra padding and cushion to help your heels meet the mat. Or you can just allow them to be where they are. It can be tightness in the calves, it could be tightness in the hamstrings, it can also simply be anatomy, so don't fret too much about that. And just take a few breaths, maybe pedal out the feet from side to side, really focusing on one calf at a time as you shift the weight from one to another. Ground down through the hands. Inhale, bring your left foot up and bring your left big toe and I guess the second big toe, so that space between the big toe and your other toe, to come to the back of the right heel. Take a couple breaths here. Good. Bring the left foot to the mat. Take a breath. And then pick the right leg up. Bring the right foot outside of the left heel this time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Find your way back to a regular downward facing dog. Again, inhale here. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, gaze between your hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your gaze. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend the knees, fold forward. You can grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, maybe shake your head side to side, no. Or nice and slowly nod it, yes. And then inhale, lift the torso up, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, return to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. I'm going to bring your hands to your hips now and shift your weight onto your right leg, come onto your left toes. And then step the left leg about a foot behind you. And then I like to heel toe my right foot out to the side a little. So I pretend that like each foot is on either side of a train track. Maybe not quite that wide though. Now bring your hands to your hips. Feel the feet ground down, the four corners of the feet strong on the mat. Feel the thighs engaged, slightly rotating inwards. Engage your core, pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. You have the option to keep your hands on your hips. You can bring your hands to grab opposite elbow behind the back. Or you can bring the hands to reverse prayer behind your back. Focus on strong feet wherever you are. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward. So really feeling this on the calf, the hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Noticing any tension in the body and bringing your breath to that point. Where can you soften? Maybe releasing tension in the neck. Inhale and exhale. This is a Parsvottanasana or a pyramid pose. Inhale, lift your torso up. Exhale, drop your arms alongside the body. Shift the weight back to the right leg and step the left foot to meet the right. Shake it out. Good. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Feel free to gently bend the knees as you do so. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Now shift your weight to your left leg, come onto your right toes, and then step the right leg back about a foot apart. And then I like to heel toe my left leg to the side a little, giving my hips a little more room, but see what feels right in your body. And then bring your hands to your hips. Focus on strong feet, strong legs. Engage the core. Pull the left hip back, the right hip forward. Maybe keep the hands on the hips. Maybe hands come to opposite elbow behind the back, or reverse prayer. Inhale, lift your chest up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths here. Good. Inhale, lift the torso up and drop the arms alongside the body. Shift the weight back into the left leg and step the right foot to meet the left. Shake it out. So we're gonna strengthen the calves just a little bit here. Inhale, the arms rise, come onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, push the air down in front of you. Good. Now I want you to heel toe the feet so that the toes are pointing outwards. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, come onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Now point the toes inwards. Inhale, the arms rise, come on to the toes. This one's tricky for me. Exhale, lower the heels, fold forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. And now heel toe the feet so they're just pointing frontwards towards the mat. Inhale, the spine lengthens. Exhale, ground the palms, bend the knees. Step it back to a downward facing dog. So stretching into those calves again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your knees to the mat. And then send your sits bones back. Child's pose. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale, let it go. Inhale to a tabletop position. So now I want you to stack your right shin on top of your left calf. And then slowly, really slowly, walk your hands back as you bring your weight into that left leg. So this is so intense. I know that it hurts. It's kind of like foam rolling your body with your body. So maybe you need to move that right calf around some. Maybe you need your weight way more far forward in the hands. Just find what's right in your body here. And then let's just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, and then really gently walk the hands forward, uncross the legs. And this time stack the left shin on top of the right calf and slowly walk it back. The two sides might be totally different, and that's normal. So adjust as you need, maybe by moving around the leg or the hands. And then once you settle in, 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, and then slowly walk it forward. Return to a table, just bend your knees, send your sits bones back, child's pose. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale, let it go. Good, slowly walk your hands in towards your knees, lift your torso up. Move your hands out to the side and then straighten the legs out in front of you and just give them a little shake. Maybe karate chop the legs, the calves. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up, engage your feet. Try to feel your toes reaching back towards the body. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale and exhale. Really feel those toes reaching towards the body. Inhale. And exhale, gently massage your legs as you walk the hands up. Good, now find your way to a comfortable seat. So just as you began, whatever position felt comfortable, slowly return to. And you can either gently rest your eyes or gaze at a point in front of you. And allow your palms to just rest upwards on the knees in a sign of receiving. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Take a moment to scan your body from head to toe. And just notice the sensations present in the body, in the mind. And observe if it's any different from when we began. Take a moment to feel really proud of yourself, to take time to release tension in your calves today and throughout the rest of your body and mind. And I hope that you can carry this release of tension, this feeling within you, as you step off of the mat and into whatever comes your way today. You can slowly open your eyes and return to this space. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to getting on the mat with you again soon.